Hello and welcome. I am on my floor again, but throughout this video I will be showing you the outside world, so stay tuned for that. Today I'm going to be dressing as my favourite albums. I don't usually listen to albums all the way through because my attention span is trash, but the ones that I'm going to be dressing as are the few that I have listened to all the songs, and they've been like, not perfection, but they've been pretty great. They've been pretty good. So I'm going to be dressing as them, not like replicating the covers or anything, merely dressing how the albums make me feel, or dressing how I imagine someone in one of the albums would dress. So I feel like everyone says without further ado, so I've been trying not to say it, but vocabulary. Without further ado, the first album I've chosen is Taylor Swift's Speak Now, which is probably the earliest album on this list. It came out in 2010, so I was literally like 12. I was a little baby. And anyway, Taylor Swift is like one of my favourite artists. It was her and Ben Howard that inspired me to start playing the guitar, so I definitely had to put one of her albums on here. And this album, Speak Now, is pretty nuanced. Like, it has Taylor Swift's brand love songs that most people kind of know her for, but then it also has songs like Never Grow Up, Mean, and then one of my favourites, which is Innocent, and that's basically about how growing up can make you feel like you've lost your innocence, but that's not true, because we all still have like that childlikeness and that curiosity and that kindness. And I just think this album is like, the whole album start to finish is beautiful, and it's very nostalgic for me, which is why I love it the most. But the reason I chose to wear this pink dress is because Taylor's like constantly in dresses, and her songs make me feel very princessy and like I'm in a love story. My favourite songs from this album are Enchanted, Innocent and Hours. The next album is Hana by Berhana, and this album is just such a feel-good album. It's quite funky, and some of them, or most of the songs on it, are quite upbeat. It kind of reminds me of chilling on a beach and just like relaxing and just having a good time, you know. It's a feel-good album, even though it has like a airplane or flight kind of theme. It reminds me of a beach. It gives me beach vibes. He has other popular songs like 80s and Janet, and after them, like, I thought he had stopped making music because he didn't make music for ages, but then Han came out and I was like, oh, amazing. The album has my heart, like, it never gets old, and there's one song on there with Crush, and I love it. I absolutely love it. This outfit is blue and chill like the album, and my favourite songs off of it are I've Been, which has Crush, Lucky Strike and Health Food. The next on the list is Zedd by SZA, and for me this album will forever be her like number one. This album slapped. The tracks are just all very ethereal and very fairy-like. Some of her music is quite serious. And I remember the first time I heard Babylon, like, I had no idea what she was talking about. The whole thing just went straight over my head. But then I went back to it, like I revisited it a year later, and I was obsessed. And now I continue to be obsessed with SZA and her music. Alright, and I chose like this cute flowy dress and also this bodysuit, which this is the first time I'm wearing this bodysuit, but anyway, I chose this flowy skirt and bodysuit because it was very like ethereal. It just matched the vibes of her song. I'm gonna stop saying the word vibes, or I'm gonna try to, bear with me. My fave songs from this album are Julia and Your, and also Babylon, but not the version with Kendrick Lamar, because honestly let me not say anything. I just didn't like that version basically. The next album is Wiped Out by The Neighbourhood. I was obsessed with this band in my teenage years. Like, the very first video I posted on YouTube was like, this was a sweater weather cover back when like everyone and their mums was making covers to this song. But that's when I think I discovered them, and then after that I was literally just hooked. My favourite songs from this album are Pray, The Beach and Single, and I kind of just copied the looks of one of the girls in the Daddy Issues music video. She was in like mum jeans and an oversized shirt slash jacket with a white top underneath. I like it. It's like a skater kind of, I mean, you see here, I can't skate, but it is a skater kind of outfit, like just a chill skater delinquent outfit. But anyway, this album has some pretty sad songs, but it also has like one happy one, so you know, balance. This next album, well, I don't actually know if soundtracks classify as albums, but like they technically are, right? Anyway, Labyrinth, the Euphoria album slash soundtrack. Basically, when I was watching Euphoria, I literally loved all of the songs. The soundtrack was amazing. It just sounds like I don't know, it just sounds like something that should be played when you're in the car late at night or you're going on a bike ride and the stars are out and the streets are all empty and it's just perfection. But I didn't go for like a chill outfit. I decided to go for an outfit that was like reminiscent of the actual Euphoria show vibes, because I feel like this what is it called, reflective co-ord? I feel like this reflective co-ord is something that the cast would wear because they were all very aesthetically pleasing. Their outfits were all very coordinated and very nice. So yeah, I felt like this outfit resonated with the show, and the show is where the soundtrack is from, so that's why I chose it. And my favourite songs from this album are We All Knew, Forever and Demanding Excellence. Compliments to the chef. The final album I've chosen is Brockhampton's Iridescence. I really tried to replicate like the thermal effect that they had on their cover and in their Jova music video, but it just wasn't happening, so this is what I did. The only significant part of this outfit is the mesh top, because it's iridescent like the album name, and the definition of iridescence I yoinked from Wikipedia, and it basically is the phenomenon of certain surfaces that appear to gradually change colour as the angle of view or the angle of illumination changes. And an example of this is soap bubbles, feathers, butterfly wings, or like the bubbles that I have here in this video as well. All their other albums are fire, but this is the one where the majority of the songs I have on replay. It's a very like jumpy, up and down, rockish kinda lose all your senses, do what you want. Like, it's a very freeing song. Just have a good time to it and just, you know, shake your head, play the air guitar, that kind of thing. My favourite songs on it are Where the Cash At, Tape and Fabric. And when I say favourite songs, I'm basically saying that if you're watching this, the songs that you should listen to are these ones first, and you'll probably be hooked. Thanks for watching. Let me know some of your favourite albums and artists in the comments below, and also let me know what you thought about the outfits. This was my first video outside of my house, even though I did just go to like the park behind it, but still I left the house for you guys. And yeah, see you next week for what I think is going to be like my first chatty like analysis slash commentary slash explanation video. I'm not sure what to call it, but yeah, see you next week where I start a new series talking about some stuff. Bye.